Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy MC6 Kicks, man. Hey, hop, 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 hop. Boy, I got something special for you guys today, man. If you tune into this video, man, first and foremost, before we get into this video, let me thank you, you, even if it's just one person that viewed this video, for stopping by, checking out this review. If you like this kind of content, do not hesitate, and I truly mean it, do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel. But more importantly, other than subscribing and hitting that like button, man, get in the comment section, bro. I love when people interact with me based on the videos that I produce. So if you feel led to get in the comment section, I salute to you. But if you read the title of the video, yes sirree. This video is for everybody out there that loves Adidas basketball. And I'm talking about like legitimately, is that a word? Legitimately? Whatever. Love Adidas basketball. So I got a comparison review. Let me go ahead and pop the lid on this bad boy. And then pop, pop, pop. Pop and don't stop. And then we got this one right here. All right, what we gonna do is I'm gonna compare the 2001 Tmac 1 in the home Orlando colorway against the Tmac 1 in Orlando colorway that dropped in 2019. In this video, I'm gonna break down the things that I like about the OG, of course, opposed to the retro. I'm gonna talk about the shortcuts. I'm gonna talk about the quality. I'm gonna talk about all the nicks and crannies that make this shoe so much better than the retro. And I know what you're thinking, well, Shot, everybody loves the OG. You're not the first person to say that. I'm not the first, and hopefully I'm not the last to voice my opinion on how to get shoes retro the proper way. Because if you do know, Adidas is doing the resto mode with Tmac. So they just finished up with the 2s, and I hope they do the 3s. But enough of all that ranting. Just want to catch you up to speed on what this video is going to be about. Let's get into it, man. This is the Tmac 1 in Orlando colorway, and behind the tag it reads the production date of October of 2001. So these roughly released early 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that. But this right here, this one came with tumble leather. Hopefully the camera is picking it up. It is very, very tumble. So that's what we're gonna start out with first. This one comes with tumble leather, the OG from 2001, early 2002. The retro, like I said, before we get into this talking about this retro, I can just appreciate Adidas actually trying to give us this shoe in 2019, moving into 2021. So first and foremost, anybody from Adidas watching this, I appreciate you guys giving us this shoe, but this ain't the way you do it. But the retro, which is the one I'm holding now, it comes with synthetic leather. One thing about synthetic material, and if I'm saying this correctly, it tends, quote unquote, to last longer because it's not a raw material. So I see why they done it, other than taking a shortcut. This will come with synthetic leather. Another thing, let me set that dude right there. The OG, darker blue. This is that true Orlando blue. And as a kid, man, I fell in love with royal blue because Tracy played with Orlando. This blue on a toe box is clunky toe box is true to that Orlando colorway, opposed to the retro from 2019. This blue is a lot brighter. This blue is a lot darker. And I know people saying, well, Shaw, maybe it's darker because that shoe was from 2001. No, this shoe is in pristine condition, and I truly mean it. And I'm not just saying it because I own this shoe. But if you look, yes, I got both right shoes in my hand. Look, this one is darker, this one is lighter. And it's not because this one is older. This is just the way that they was making them back in 2001. I believe they were just taking their time, you know. So the blue is a lot darker on the OG, and it's a lot lighter on the retro. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make or break the shoe. But if you stick around throughout this video, you will see the things that make and break the shoe. Like I said, the textile, not the textile, but the synthetic leather, it doesn't make or break the shoe, but it's much more appreciated on the OG. The Tmac logo, one of his first logos on the OG, it is black. On the retro from 2019, it is blue. The white material that stretches from the top of the lace eyelet all the way down to the corner pocket where there's one of his logos is. Cause like I said, This number 1 is actually one of his first early logos. It's white on both of them, but one thing I can say about the let me set this one aside real quick. One thing I can say about the retro, this one's just, it yellowed so fast. I don't know how it yellowed, but it actually did, because this one right here, which is the left shoe, it has not yellowed. It's a lot more crisp, store-bought white, I call it. So I don't know if there was a manufacturer flaw or not, but it did yellow on the retro, but on the OG it didn't. Ooh, excuse me, it did not. But that yellowing doesn't make or break the shoe. I just want to let you know both of them are white. The one on the OG is black. The one on the retro is blue. Back of the heel counter, if you look, this rubber material that comes up onto the shoe actually is white on the OG and it's blue on the retro. Once again, it does not make or break the shoe, but if you're gonna do it right. The material that makes the Y, it can even almost make a T, even though it is clearly a Y. It reminds me of a T if you really look at it, and that's just me, you know what I'm saying, reaching. But on the OG, it is a soft suede material or nubuck material on the OG. On the retro, it's synthetic again. Like I said, I understand why they do it. They take shortcuts, but if you're gonna do it, just do it right. The OG, the Adidas name and logo is black. On the retro from 2019, the Adidas name and logo is white. So you got white right here on the sole, and then blue on the retro from 2019. All right, now we're getting into some stuff that's just, man, it's just obvious that took major shortcuts. The laces are pretty much the same. If these laces were chewed up on the OG, which is the OG is now in my left hand, the retro is in my right. The laces are pretty much the same, but let's get into where some of the major shortcuts were took. The tongue, let me put it back on this side. It just makes the video run that much more smoother. I don't want to confuse nobody. But the tongue on the OG is more like a, I don't know if it's not textile. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's more like a nylon material. The Adidas name and logo is black. On the retro from 2019, the tongue is white as well, but it's a synthetic material, and Adidas name and logo is blue. Getting into the inner portion of the shoe, the 3 bars on the retro are blue, just as well as it is on the OG. But one thing that I did notice about the OG opposed to the retro, this material right here that actually give this shoe breathability, because let's just be honest, there's no breathability on this shoe if Adidas does not put this on there. It's a lot softer on the OG opposed to the retro. The retro is it's a lot more firmer. Now, will this material break in over time? Absolutely. It's made to break in, because I believe it's made to ventilate your feet so you don't feel like you got microwaves on your feet. But this could be because this shoe is 20 years old. It's a lot softer. It's a lot more plush on the OG. And then on the retro, it's just nice and firm. Like I said, that could be because this is a 2019 shoe. This shoe is 20 years old. So I'm not 100% sure on that part, but I do like the way it feels on the OG. The soles. Okay, I'm going to show them to you both. OG in my right hand, retro in my left. If you look, the majority of the traction on the OG is that Orlando blue. The majority of the traction on the retro is white. It's supposed to be blue, but they done it however they decided to do it, and this is what the finished product end up looking like. This white piece right here, that's not actually part of the traction, but it does kind of run into the traction. It is white on the OG it is white, retro it is blue. The Adidas name and logo right here, if you look real close, on the OG it is white, but if you look on the retro it is blue. So things like that does not make or break the shoe, but like I said, if you're gonna do it Adidas, man, just do it right. One thing that was so dope about this shoe, and it didn't make or break the shoe, once again, because I can appreciate having this shoe in 2019. I thought about hooping in it, but after having more shoes that be a lot more comfortable, play more to my style, be more fit to my style of play, I would rather just hoop in something else. So I'm not gonna hoop in the retros. I will keep these on ice and just rock them as often as I can. But the sock liner on the OG, it is that Orlando blue as well as it is on the toe box. But if you look close, you're probably not gonna be able to see it, but the sock liner has these white, pretty much white dots in it, if I might add, if I'm saying that correctly, on the OG. You can see it on the picture that I posted on my IG if you choose to follow me on my social media handle. But on the OG, it does have these not white dots, sorry about that, they're blue dots, and they throughout the whole entire sock liner on the OG from, 20 years ago. But on the retro, it's just blue. I don't know why they didn't decide to do that. Like I said, and I gotta stress this throughout this video, because I am nitpicking. It does not make or break the shoe. If anybody from Adidas is watching, I can appreciate this shoe. Like, I appreciate it so much, man. I'm able to wear this shoe. Like, I could actually hoop in this shoe and it not separate. But if I would go to hoop in something like this, it would immediately separate. So once again, I can appreciate this shoe in 2019, you know what I'm saying? Because that is when he's released. And if you're looking for these, you can get them on StockX. The home colorway, which I'm holding, or the away colorway. The sock liner, not the sock liner, we already talked about that. The footbed, it is blue, and Adidas name and logo is white on the retro. And on the OG, it is blue, Adidas name and logo is white. So they did do that correctly. But if you look, and I just want to make sure making sure I'm keeping you guys up to speed on what I'm talking about. The sole on the OG, it is white. The whole sole. Now the toe box is blue, but the sole is actually white. And only thing that I can say about nitpicking on the OG, it's gonna get dirty. So you have to keep up the maintenance on your shoes if you want them to look crispy. And this shoe is actually crispy as far as it being pristine condition for the year 2020. Because like I said, this shoe released 20 years ago. So the sole is white, and the sole on the retro is blue. To be honest, I can appreciate it more on the retro because low maintenance. You don't have to do much to keep the sole of this shoe looking crispy, other than just hitting it with a wash rag or whatever you decide to wash your shoes with. But wrap up this video, man, I will say this. Adidas, anybody from Adidas watching, I can appreciate this shoe in 2021. Super dope shoe. I love to have it. It plays a big role in my childhood as far as liking sneakers, but there's a but. Can't go wrong with the OG. You cannot go wrong with this, man. So I appreciate you, Adidas, also for making a shoe that's wearable in 2021. Can I hoop in this? Absolutely not. Can I rock this casually? Absolutely. And I plan on putting these bad boys on my feet as quickly as I possibly can. But with that being said, man, hopefully I touched on every nick and cranny about the retro, the OG opposed to the retro. And with that being said, man, I want to end this video here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, checking out the video, and stay tuned to the channel for the next video. And I'm out. Peace.